Hello, my name is Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I am an intuitive reader and I've got a message for the air signs. This is for Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. For many of you, this is going to talk about a relationship. It's not necessarily romantic, but just kind of, an important relationship in your life. So let's just start with the story. We've got the Magician on one side, the Ten of Wands. We have got the Three of Cups on one side, and then we've got the Knight of Pentacles going into the Page of Pentacles. So this spread is what we call the central origin spread. The action is really starting with this Three of Cups. So this is talking about community, people coming together. So I know I mentioned relationships. This can also be a more communal living setting, like a family. So anyway, we're coming together, but we've got two different things going on. On one hand, we've got someone who is super focused on themselves. They are super focused on themselves and super focused on their goals. It's not really a selfish focus. It's just that they really, really have this thing that they want to achieve, and they are so focused on it, they're not seeing anything else. And this goal that they're wanting, it's something that's very close to their heart. It's something that is their element. So what exactly do I mean by that? These are both pentacles. So for earth people, which it relates to the pentacles, sometimes things like having money is what makes us feel good. If this was a water person, it would be like having this kind of relationship or building this kind of community feels good. But it's something that really resonates with them deep inside. So it has really nothing to do with you. It's just about them expressing a different part of their personality. And they are so focused on it. They are so focused on it. It's all about them. Now, what does that do for the person on the other side? The person on the other side has to take care of a lot more than they would usually like to take care of. That's your Ten of Wands here. So because they're taking this space to go out and achieve what they want to do, for some of you, I've just got a feeling, for some of you, this might be your partner or your loved one is in school. They're achieving a degree or doing something like that. The Page of Pentacles can often mean studying. So for some of you, that's what's going on. But you have to recognize on the other side, this makes you feel overwhelmed and overburdened. And you're just kind of like, why do I have to pick up all the slack? This isn't fun. Why am I the one picking up all the stuff? When they don't want to show up to these social gatherings, I have to make excuses. When they aren't home to spend time with me or to do the dishes or chip in or whatever, I have to do all of that. Now, what this is, it feels very unfair right now. I understand that. And I sympathize, but this is actually not a bad thing because this gives you so much clarity. That's where the Magician comes into play. This gives you clarity for what you really want because quite frankly, you're at the end. You're at the end of your rope. You're like, I have been doing this for way too long. I've been carrying these extra things around for way too long. I am so ready to let them go. So all of that is good because knowing exactly what you don't want, you know exactly what you do want. So, if you go to a restaurant, you're like, okay, I don't feel like fish today. You know that you do want the rest of the menu. I know that's a silly example, but sometimes we get so emotionally caught up with what we don't want and we're so upset that it's in our life that we're like, hang on a minute, if I just flip this around, I see clearly what I do actually want. And that's what the Magician is saying. Because you're going through this hardship, you're actually going to be able to focus and manifest your own desires, just like this person on the other side is doing. What they've been doing by stepping away is giving you space to figure out exactly what you want. Now, we need to come back to the middle. We need to come back to this communal idea. And, both of you need to understand that you're building this together. So some of their focus needs to soften. Some of your burdens need to lighten so that you're back in that joyful, harmonious place where you guys get each other again. Okay, but if you are the person on this side, know that this is not a bad thing that's been happening. If you're the person on this side, know that you're doing fine. This thing is going to succeed. I love this Knight. He's always successful. It just takes a long time. So it's okay to kind of come back to the middle and find that joyful moment and spot together. So I hope that was helpful. If you're interested in a reading for yourself or you'd like to get maybe a couples reading, I am available for those through Skype and Zoom. You can check out my website below. And I hope you have a great week. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please do so. And I will see you next time.